My dears, Vanakkam. Today, 12th Biozoology, chapter name is called Evolution. Subtopic is called Geological Time Scale. What is the subtopic? Geological Time Scale. See, what is tell about geological time scale? It tell about the during earth history. It tells about duration of earth history. In our earth, what are the times, what are the eras, what are the period, what are the epochs, what are the animals are present. Actually, duration of earth history divided into eras. In Tamil we may say Perunkalangal. Please listen. Duration of earth history divided into eras. Eras. Perunkalangal. Eras include again. What are they? 3. Eras included 3. What are they? One is called Paleozoic, Mesozoic. Third one is called Cenozoic. Listen. Duration of earth history divided into eras. Eras, Tamil we may call it as Perunkalangal. Eras include into 3. What are they? One is called Paleozoic era, Mesozoic era, and what we may say Cenozoic era. So, eras classified into how many in number? 3 in number, namely Paleozoic, Mesozoic and Cenozoic. Now, recent years, eras further divided into periods. Eras Perungalam, period Paruvangal. Periods Paruvangal. Recent years nowadays. Recent years, Tarkarathi. Eras further divided into periods. Periods split into epochs. Eras Perungalam, epochs Sirugalam. Eras Perungalangal and epochs we may call it as what we may say Sirugalam. See, please listen. Eras divided into 3. What are they? One is called Paleozoic, Mesozoic and Cenozoic. Again, eras further divided into what we may say periods. Again, periods split into what we may say epochs. Periods further divided into what we may say epochs. Duration of earth history divided into eras. Eras included into 3: Paleozoic, Mesozoic, Cenozoic. Recent years, eras further divided into periods. Periods split into epochs. Periods split into what we may going to be called epochs. Era Perungalam, period Paruvangal, epoch Sirugalam. Now we will going to be see the first one is called what we may say Paleozoic era. Paleozoic era. What are the animals are present in that area? Era, which one is abundant, which one is lower, and what are the animals you will see, let us see. Abundance of fossil marine invertebrates. What is abundance? Much. Okay. Fossil, Pudayunda. Marine, sea, invertebrates, without backbone animals. Abundance of fossil fuels, marine invertebrates. Later of other vertebrates. What are they? In that marine and terrestrial animals are found. First, abundance of fossil marine invertebrates. Later of Other vertebrates called marine and terrestrial. Marine we know sea, terrestrial we may call it as what we say land. Except birds, that should be very important. What we are going to be called? Except birds and mammals appeared. Milk giving. What we may say after birth, the animal which one will going to be given milk, they are called it as what we say mammals. Please, the first era, Paleozoic era. In the Paleozoic era, abundance of fossils, marine invertebrates. No backbone, without backbone, absence of backbone. Later of other vertebrates with backbone. What are the marine and terrestrial animals are found? Except birds and mammals are appeared. What is appeared actually? Mammals. I told you mammals, the animal which one will going to be, what you may say, produce the same. After they will going to be feed on what you may say, milk. They are called it as what you may say, mammals we may going to be called. Again, the Paleozoic era divided into seven periods of Paleozoic era. 7 periods of Paleozoic era, they will going to be ordered into oldest to youngest. That should be very important. Not youngest to oldest, oldest to youngest. Please, very important one, very important, you keep in your mind. They are called it as what are the 7 periods I will tell you. Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Mississippian, Pennsylvanian, Permian. Dears, listen, Paleozoic era again further divided into oldest to youngest 7. What are they? I will tell you. Cambrian is the first. Second one, Ordovician. Third one, Silurian. Fourth one, Devonian. Fifth one, Mississippian. Sixth one, Pennsylvanian. Seventh one, Permian. Now we will going to be see what in that era, what are the animals are present. Cambrian, age of invertebrates, very important one. You listen very keenly. Cambrian era is called as what we may say, age of invertebrates. Invertebrates are present in that era. So they are called Cambrian, age of invertebrate. Invertebrate no, without backbone animals. Ordovician, freshwater fishes. This should be very important. Very important. You know some fishes only. What are they? You may say rohu, kendai, keliti, or kanangaliti, or vavai, pomfret, or shark, skate, and this only you know. But it is very important one. A fish name is called ostracoderms or ostracoderm. Jawless fish. Absence of the jaw, upper and lower jaw, no jaw. Ostracoderm, ostracoderm and mollusks. Please keep in your mind. I will tell you a important one. Ordovician. Available in what are the animals? Freshwater fishes, not brackish water, not marine water. It is freshwater fishes especially. Nannir நீர் மீன்கள், ostracoderm, jawless fish, and mollusks. Mollusks means coming that what you may say soft bodied. For example, snail you may going to be see is called it as what you may say mollusk we may say call it as. Cambrian, age of invertebrate, okay. Ordovician, freshwater fishes, and ostracoderms, jawless mollusks. I will tell you what is called ostracoderm. See the diagram. I will tell you that ostracoderm. See, there is no jaw. Ostracoderm, jawless fish, will going to be called as what you may say ostracoderm. what we make is going to be say ostracoderm. We will call it as what we may say ostracoderm. Silurian origin of fishes. Sir, age of invertebrate. Silurian period only fishes is originated. That's why it is called it as Silurian origin of fishes. Fishes originated in this era only, Silurian only. So, Silurian origin of fishes. Devonian, see Cambrian age of invertebrate, Devonian age of fishes. Don't confuse this. You keep it in your mind. Cambrian age of invertebrate, Devonian age of fishes. And what types of fishes? Lobe-finned fishes, lung fishes, ray-finned fishes. See, please listen. Devonian age of fishes, lobe-finned fishes. I showed the diagram ostracoderm. It is called as a jawless fish. Now I will show you lobe-finned fishes. Lobe-finned fishes. See, listen. It is called as what we say lobe-finned fish. Lobe-finned fish. See there. The lobes, see that it maybe seems to be somewhat bulge. Lobe-finned fishes. Kaduppu Tamil we may say lobe-finned fishes. And lung fishes, okay, that is present in what we may going to be called lung we may say. And also next one ray-finned fish. I will show a diagram for what you may say ray-finned fish. See there, rays, see there, rays. Yes, ray-finned fishes. It is called as what you may say ray-finned fishes. My dears, Devonian, what we may going to be called age of fishes, lobe-finned fishes, lung fishes, ray-finned fishes. So far I showed you 3 diagrams. One is called ostracoderm diagram I have shown. Second, lobe-finned fish diagram I have shown. And the third one, ray-finned fishes also diagram I have showed. Next, fifth one is called Mississippian, earliest amphibian and echinoderms. Echinoderm in Tamil we may say Mittoligal. We may call it a starfish. Natchatra mean example. But earliest amphibian. Amphibian means the animal which one will going to be live on both land and water. But the frog is the best example. But earliest amphibian, I show a diagram, see there, and what in nature we may say, earliest amphibian seems to be a frog. And see, it is called as what we may say, earliest amphibian. Earliest amphibian, see that, seems to be, yes. They are, it will going to be live both land and water. Earliest amphibian and echinoderms. We know that what we may say, echinoderms seems to be, echinoderms, it may be what we may going to call starfish if we going to be take, okay. Yes, they are called as what we say, echinus means thorns, whole body person. So echinoderms. See, Mississippian coming under that earliest amphibian and echinoderms. Pennsylvanian earliest reptile, very important one, earliest reptile, Pennsylvanian earliest reptile, reptile we know it will going to be walk on through the land as like a, see, seems to be animal, it is what we are going to be called earliest amphibian, sorry, earliest reptile we will going to be called as this. See, it is called as what we may say earliest reptile we may going to be called. It is what we may going to be called earliest reptile. Earliest reptile. So, please keep in your mind, I have shown the diagram what we may going to be called earliest amphibian 4 and also earliest reptile 5. Permian, mammal-like reptile. What we may say mammal-like reptile. See, please keep in your mind, Paleozoic era classified into 7 periods: Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Mississippian, Pennsylvanian, Permian. Cambrian, age of invertebrates, no backbone. Ordovician, freshwater fishes, நன்னீர் மீன்கள். Ostracoderm, jawless fishes, I showed a diagram, mollusks, soft bodied. Silurian, origin of fishes, Age of fishes different, origin of fishes different. Devonian, age of fishes, lobe-finned fishes, lung fishes, ray-finned fishes. Mississippian, earliest amphibian, echinoderms. Pennsylvanian, earliest reptile, and also Permian, mammal-like reptile. See, we have seen first Paleozoic era, second one is called Mesozoic era. Here, dominance of reptiles. Much reptiles are present, dominance of reptiles. Mesozoic era call it as golden age of reptiles. Purvanavaliin Purkalam. There it can going to be live with all, everything. That's why it is called as what we say golden age of reptiles. Mesozoic era, dominance of reptiles. Mesozoic era call it as what we say golden age of reptiles. Urvanavaliin Purkalam. Mesozoic era classified into three periods. Important. Already we have seen Paleozoic era, Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous. See, please listen. Mesozoic era classified into three periods. One is called Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous. Triassic, origin of egg-laying mammal. Mammal I told you. See, origin of egg-laying mammal. Example of origin of egg-laying mammal, what we may going to be called? See, for example, it is Platypus and Echidna. See that. Origin of egg-laying mammals, what we are going to be called? Platypus and Echidna. See, please keep in your mind, very important one. Triassic, what we are going to be called? Origin of what we may say? Egg-laying mammal. Egg-laying mammal. Very important one. Next period, Jurassic, dinosaurs. You know that. Very, very important. In film also you have seen about the dinosaur. It is extinct. What is called extinct? It is totally destroyed. Not available in the earth now. Dinosaurs dominant. Fossil bird. Very important one. Archaeopteryx. A fossil bird name is called what you may say Archaeopteryx. See there the diagram of the Archaeopteryx. See here what you may say Archaeopteryx. Fossil bird name is called what you may say Archaeopteryx. Fossil bird. Now only the fossil bird only present. What is present we may going to be called only that fossil bird only. What we may going to be called Archaeopteryx. Please keep in your mind. Very, very important one. See, I told you Jurassic, dinosaurs are dominant, fossil bird like Archaeopteryx is present. Third one, Cretaceous, extinction of toothed birds. Okay, extinction we know, not it is present. Okay, and dinosaurs, but emergence of modern birds. It is emergence of what you may say modern birds. Please keep in your mind, Mesozoic era, dominance of reptile, it is called it as what we say golden age of reptiles. Urvanavaliin Purkalam. Three periods classified. Triassic, origin of egg-laying mammal. I have showed a diagram. Okay. And also dinosaurs dominant, fossil bird, Archaeopteryx diagram I have shown. And also here Cretaceous, extinction of tooth bird, dinosaurs, but emergence of modern birds present in this period. So, Mesozoic era, call it as what we may say golden age of reptiles, very important one, keep in your mind. It is classified into Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous. Triassic, origin of egg-laying mammal, diagram shown. Jurassic, dinosaurs dominant, fossil bird, Archaeopteryx have shown diagram. Cretaceous, extinction of toothed bird, dinosaurs, emergence of modern birds. My dears, I have showed many things. Golden age of reptiles is called as what we may say Mesozoic era. Origin of fishes, age of fishes, origin of what we may say mammals, and everything I have showed. The third era is called what we may say Cenozoic era. It is called as what you may say Cenozoic era. It is age of mammals. It is called as what you may say age of mammals. See, very important one. Here dominance of reptiles, golden age of reptiles, Mesozoic. But age of mammals what we are going to be called Cenozoic era. It is classified into two periods. First one is called tertiary, abundant of mammalian fauna animals. Mammalian fauna animals. Abundant mammalian fauna animals. It is divided into 5 epochs. Very important one. Many things we have seen Paleocene, Paleo era, and what we may say Mesozoic era and Cenozoic era. Paleocene we have seen many, here we have seen many, but here Cenozoic age of mammals, first one tertiary, it is classified into 5 epochs. Listen, Paleocene, Eocene, Oligocene, Miocene, Pliocene. Please keep your mind. They will going to be asked, even it is the 5-mark question also. In that what we say, in that lead purpose, it is very, very important one. They will going to be give us a match the following style. At a time you may going to be confused. Paleocene placental mammal. What is placenta in we may say Nachikodi, or we will say Thai say Idaipottisu. See, for example, I will draw a diagram. See here, for example, the child is there, okay, in that what we fetus, yes. See, it is called as what we say placenta. It is called as what we say placenta. Nachikodi we may going to be. It is that giving connection between mother and child. Okay, all that Paleocene placental mammals, Eocene platypus and echidna. I have shown a diagram. Carnivores, you know, Konrutinni. Yes. Oligocene higher placental mammal appeared as like us. Higher placental mammals. Miocene origin of first man-like ape. Origin of first man-like ape. Ape, you know. Okay, you know that very well, monkey or what may chimpanzee and everything, but I will show a diagram. It is a very important one. See, very fantastic diagram I have taken from the Google. See, it is called as what we say, please sir, man-like ape. Man-like ape. Okay, see, man-like ape, see the diagram, how fantastic, how the hairy body, how the face is there, as like us. There is no difference between man and we. Monkey. Okay, Miocene origin of first man-like ape. Okay, Pliocene origin of man from man-like ape. Origin, see, very important. What is the difference between Miocene and Pliocene? Miocene origin of first man-like ape. Pliocene origin of man from man-like ape. Please, third era, Cenozoic era, they are age of mammals divided into two periods. One is called tertiary. In the tertiary, abundant mammalian fauna animals. It divided into 5 epochs, namely Paleocene, Eocene, Oligocene, Miocene, Pliocene. Paleocene placental mammals. I told you placenta Nachikodi. Eocene platypus and echidna, egg-laying mammals and carnivorous. Oligocene higher placental mammals appeared. Higher placental mammals appeared. Miocene origin of first man-like ape, and Pliocene origin of man from man-like ape. Now we have seen 3 eras. One is called Paleozoic era, Mesozoic era, and also Cenozoic era, and what are the periods and what are the epochs and everything we have seen. Okay. In the second one, Quaternary period, in that period declined mammals, declined. Okay. but beginning of human social life, that should be very important. Beginning of human social life, where we say quaternary period, very important one. In the quaternary period, it is called a declined mammals, but beginning of human social life. See, I will tell you, we have seen 3 periods and everything, 2 periods. Age of fossils determined by 2 methods. It should be very important. Pakka 3-mark question. They may going to be asked difference between relative dating and absolute dating. Age of fossil determined, first one relative dating. Relative, Thodabuடைய. Used to determine age of fossil by similar rocks and fossils. Similar rocks and fossils, very important one. Relative, see what is the comparison, rocks and fossils. Relative dating used to determine a age of fossil by similar rocks and fossils. Relative rocks and fossils. Absolute dating. See, absolute dating determine radiometric, kadiriyaka veechu, and measure the decay of isotopes, chemical element isotope. By using this, they are called as what? Very absolute, precise, very correct. That's called absolute, relative, comparative, and absolute, perfect. They are absolute dating, determine radiometric and also measure the decay of isotope, chemical element. My dears, quaternary period, declined mammals, but beginning of human social life. Age of fossils determined in 2 methods. One is called relative dating, used to determine a age of fossil by similar rocks and fossils. Absolute dating determine radiometric, measure the decay of isotopes. Radiometric Tamil kadiriyaka veechu, measure the decay of isotope, chemical element we may going to become. My dears, we have seen about geological time scale, how the earth history can divided in what are the eras, what are the periods, what are the epochs, what are the subdivisions, and everything we have seen. Paleocene, but next one Paleozoic era, Mesozoic era, and Xenozoic era. Which one is called age of what we may say, golden age of reptiles, and where the origin of fishes found, where that what we may say fishes, toothed bird, jawless birds, and egg-laying mammals, and everything we have seen. Very, very important one. See, they may going to be asked, they will going to be asked what is eras, what is periods, what is epochs, what is what we may say Paleozoic era divided into 7, Mesozoic era, golden age of reptiles divided into 3, Xenozoic era, age of mammals, and also what we may say 5 epochs it is classified. My dears, listen one thing, very, very important one. There may be a chance in theory as well as what we may say NEET, there may be 2 marks in evolution, 100%. In that, see, please listen, you go through geological time scale is very important. There may be a chance in each and every NEET, there may be a question in this time, geological time scale. Please keep in your mind, you classify the 3 eras very carefully, Paleozoic, Mesozoic, Cenozoic, and what are the epochs, what are the periods, where which animals are showed. I have showed many diagrams actually, please keep in your mind. Not only 1 or 2 diagrams, I have shown what we may say fin, what fishes, different kind of fishes, jawless fishes, and earliest amphibian, present amphibian, dinosaur, and also what we may say man-like ape, and everything I have showed that. So keep to your mind, you memorize with very keenly the time scale table, very important. Geological time scale, there is 100%, there may be a question is there. See, the many times match the following style the question may asked. Sometimes they may going to be asked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They will going to be given what you may say criss-cross method. They will going to be give what you may say criss-cross method. At a time you want to be find very correct answer. Please keep in your mind. So, there may be a very important one this topic, which one geological time scale. Oh, we will see, let us biological evolution. biological evolution, first formation of protobions, முன்னோடி உயிரினங்கள், protobions. How the protobions formed? See, for abiotically non-living, what we are going to be called non-living, abiotically produced molecules. See, abiotically produced molecules self-assemblage into what we are going to be called a droplets. We were going to very, see, listen, very important. It is called as what we say droplets. Please keep in your mind. Formation of protobions, abiotically non-living substances produce a molecule. Okay, the molecules are self-assemblage in the form of what we are going to be called droplets. Okay, in that droplets enclose what we say watery medium. It is enclosed what medium we may say watery medium. But this watery medium maintain chemical environment. Very important, listen. This watery medium maintain chemical environment. So, this medium scientists observed keenly, they call it as, these are called what we say spheres. They are called it as what we say spheres. Please keep in mind. Biological evolution, formation of protobions, abiotically produced molecules, self-assemblage, assembled, tanakkutane, self-assemblage to make it as a what we say droplets. The droplets enclosed the watery medium. The watery medium maintained chemical environment. The chemical environment absorbed by what we are going to be called scientists. They are called it as, these are called what we say spheres. Such spheres are called what we say protobions, முன்னோடி உயிரினங்கள். So, we want to be know that here three important things. Abiotically produced molecules self-assemblage into form droplet. The droplet enclose watery medium. The watery medium maintained chemical environment. So, these are absorbed by the scientists. They are called it as, these are called what we say spheres. They are called it as what we say protobions. See, evidence number 1. Okay. Formation of biological evolution. Second one, liposomes or lipids. We know what we are going to be. Lipids are nothing, call it as what we say fat. It also self-assemblage into lipid bilayer. What is bilayer? Layer number 1, layer number 2. Layer number 1, layer number 2. They are called as what we say bilayer. See, please here which one? Here which one? Molecule self-assemblage into droplet. Here liposomes are lipids. They are self-assemblage into lipid bilayer. The lipid bilayer found some protein inside. Lipid bilayer found some protein inside. You know, protein very important. It has the property of the enzyme. Tamil, it is called what we say Vinayuki or biocatalyst we may going to be called. Enzymes are called what we say biocatalyst. Hormones are called as what we say chemical messengers. So, liposomes are lipids. Lipids means fat. Self-assemblage into lipid bilayer 2 layer. It has some protein inside. It has the properties of what we are going to be called enzymes. The enzyme results fast multiplication. You know what we are going to be called 2, 4, 8, 16 and also 32 and also 60. It is called as what we say fast multiplication, and they are results what we say coiservates. Coiservate means spherical aggregation of lipid molecule. What is coiservate? Spherical aggregation of lipid molecules, call it as what we say coiservate. Listen, there abiotically produced molecules are self-assemblage, but here liposomes are lipids. Self-assemblage resides lipid bilayer. Some proteins inside. It has the properties of enzyme, biocatalyst, it will do something. It results fast multiplication, which one? Because of the enzymes. Results what we say coiservate. Coiservate means what we are going to be called spherical aggregation of lipid molecule. Spherical aggregation of lipid molecule. My dears, listen, you differentiate while you are reading what are called hormones, what are called enzymes. Hormones carry without duct, no need of duct, they are called. But enzymes want to carry the substance with duct only, Please keep in your mind, these are all very important. Hormones carry the substance, they are what we may say without duct, but enzymes carry what we may say with duct. See, we will going to be stopped today. What we may say, formation of protobiont, abiotically produced molecule, self-assembly agent to droplet, enclosed watery medium that maintain chemical environment. Scientists call it as these pairs are called protobionts. Liposomes are lipids, self-assemblage of lipid bilayer. Some protein inside, it has properties of enzyme. It results fast multiplication as like as what we may say 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64 geometrically, and results what we may say coiservate. What is coiservate? Spherical aggregation of lipid molecule. We will going to be see that what we may say elaborate teaching about coiservates for forthcoming class, and some other information about this, and we will going to be conclude that what we may say evolution lesson. Thank you.